Moving to or living in Apopka in 2022. In this video, we talk about the pros and cons of living in or moving to Apopka in 2022. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Orlando Living with Dee, and today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of living in Apopka. Now guys, before I get into it, I do want you to know that there's no right, there's no wrong. This is just my take about, the good and the bad. It not necessarily could be something that is set in stone. What works for me may not work for you. So getting into the pros and cons, the number one pro of living in Apopka is that the livability factor of Apopka, when you compare that to Windermere, Winter Garden, Oviedo, it's a lot more cheaper. You get a little bit more bang for your buck. The home prices and also in terms of the land that you get is considerably more as compared to what you would get in Windermere or Winter Garden for that matter. The other thing is that they have a lot of parks in and around. Right behind me, actually, I'm in one such park today, and this is like a kids play area. They have the splash area right behind me. They also have the kids tot lot area right over there. And then they also actually have the West Orange Trail station, which kind of runs through Apopka. So if you're into outdoor stuff, you're into nature, you're into walking, you're into anything that is to do physically, then Apopka is great because you have all these parks spread throughout Apopka area. You also have the Wakaiva Spring and the Kelly Park, which are the two major parks. So I usually go in summers because they have this Wakaiva Spring area. You can just take your kids, and they have this water body and it's not that deep. You can just go there. They also have canoeing. It's a really good atmosphere, and you can also do barbecue and stuff. So getting into the other pro of living in Apopka is the education, hospital, shopping and dining. Now Apopka is located so conveniently. You're not very far from all the things. You're only about 40 minutes to the airport. You're about 40 minutes to, actually about 30 minutes to the downtown. There's a major hospital. You're very close to two major hospitals. There's one in Apopka. Now by the way, if you haven't watched my video on Apopka as a community, make sure you go ahead and do that. I'll put that in the description. But it has a lot of shopping area. The Altamont Spring Mall is just down the road. Your restaurants, your dining, and not to mention the school system over here is pretty good. It's run by Orange County because Apopka is a city in Orange County. Now that we have done the pros, let's talk about the cons of living in Apopka. So the major con of living in Apopka is actually the traffic. There is only one way in and one way out of the city. However, with the opening of 429 and I-4 corridor, there's still a lot of traffic. Like if you want to go to the Altamont Mall, it's probably easier on 429, but then again, it's a toll road, you have to pay for it. Or if you go through I-4, especially during the morning, peak hours of morning or evening, it could be a bit of a ride. So just keep that in mind. Now that leads me to my con number 2, and that is the distance. Now your distance to all the things that Central Florida has to offer, especially Disney World or the airport, you're good 30 minutes to about all the major theme parks. You're about 40 minutes to the airport, about hour 15 minutes to the beaches, either whether that be Cocoa Beach or Daytona Beach. So just keep those things in mind. And the last and the final con of living in Apopka or moving to Apopka is growth. Now Apopka is pretty much built out when it comes to the east and the west, and there's not a lot that could be built over there because you have the Lake Apopka right in the middle. So all the growth that is happening in Apopka is pretty much on the north side or on the south side, which is towards Akoi, and there's not a lot that is coming to it because the city is pretty much built out. However, there are some new communities. As a matter of fact, if you are looking for a brand new home, make sure to check out Orlando Home Show because that's where I bring you brand new homes throughout Central Florida. So make sure you check that out. I hope you're getting value out of these videos. If you are, press that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel and show us some love. But in the end, I do want you to know, guys, that these pros and cons are just my take. What works for me may not work for you. So I do want you to understand to take these with a grain of salt. Until the next community video, bye for now. Thank you for watching.